Hello, straight from the gym, and welcome to Siblings Filming. I'm Donata.
I'm Reggie.
So, came straight from the gym today with my brother because we had to see X-Men Apocalypse. So, first of all, I just want to say yesterday was my brother's birthday, so happy birthday.
Thank you so
Now,
much.
did I tell you how old you are?
Please don't.
So, we saw X-Men Apocalypse. Of course, Jennifer Lawrence is the big one in this. She's Mystique. I love Jennifer Lawrence, actually.
Yeah.
Great actress.
Me too. She's one of my favorites.
Yeah, great actress. So, what you think?
I thought it was good.
It's a good movie.
It is. It's a good movie.
Good movie.
I guess if you're trying to compare it like the Civil War, you really can't, because Civil War was way better in my opinion, right?
And so I'm listening to all of the commentary leading up to the movie, and it's like best superhero movie, one of the best superhero movies, and it was good.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was necessarily. I think what made this movie different, it didn't have you know how they have a lot of mini fights or small fights until they get to the real big fight. Like we just had a big fight.
That's a good point. That's a real good point. It was just really one big fight. And you know another thing, and I guess this should have came out before Civil War, because maybe it would have been, I would have thought a little different about it, because Civil War was just way better than me. But you know how in Civil War, how almost every character, even though they had a bunch of characters, almost everyone you kind of felt got their own part, got a chance to show their powers off, got a chance to do some dialogue and all that stuff. And here, it's like you barely heard from anybody other than Mystique. Really, she
no. Magneto.
Oh yeah, Magneto.
Yeah.
And Professor X. But like the new. I mean, well, I guess Storm isn't new, but like Storm and
I mean, because this is the first time this is kind of an origin story for Storm, and to not see her a lot. I mean, I was kind of mad about that because I was excited about seeing her.
Right.
I can't say I am. So for everybody that is tired of all of the older X-Men stories without Wolverine, you will get a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Finus is in there. But I mean, you're right. Just Jennifer or Mystique and Magneto. That's kind of who the focus is on.
I will say, was it this is the third one, right?
The third backstory. So the first
one
they're doing the Cuban Missile Crisis. The second one is when
future, going back to the future past.
Going back to Future's Past, and when Magneto lifts the stadium up.
Right.
Great move. He lifts the stadium up, puts it up, and then this is the third one.
Right. So the second one had Quicksilver, I guess his name is Peter, Eric's son, or Magneto's son, which you've seen in commercials. He says it in the commercial. I'm not spoiling anything. If you had read even one comic book, you'll know that's his son. But I think he was really good in it too. He was really funny. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of dialogue or anything in it, a lot of things to say, but I really did like because he was really good in the last one too. So
his character is very funny. It brings some light to a very dark movie.
What do you think about the guy that played Apocalypse?
So first of all, I didn't know his name was Apocalypse the whole movie because he kept calling himself various names.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he was very good. He was extremely scary. Skin looked like leather. I mean, he was definitely very scary. I think that one thing I always go into any X-Men movie knowing and thinking, and you come out the same thing. Jean Grey is the baddest X-Men they ever
I mean, she's the way they did it. She's more powerful than Professor X. Almost, everybody.
Everybody.
It's almost like Scarlet Witch.
Powerful than X.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, we knew she was more powerful than X.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that it's so sometimes watching past. I don't even know how to say it anymore. But watching the X-Men is supposed to take place in the future versus watching them now. They act like some of the stuff they do in the future is the first time they've ever done it, but they're doing it now, or back then, or in the 80s, or wherever.
See, that's the thing. They're trying to do it where the movie is like an extension of all the movies. Like this is just another sequel, like this like almost like Fast and Furious, like all those, the one before they had something to do with the next one. But what they really should have done is like a reboot, in my opinion. Just said, okay, these the First Class, and then the Days of Future Past, and the Apocalypse. They should have been like the new trilogy, like starting over. like from the beginning. That's what I think they
If
should
they
have done.
do another, I don't know how they would do another one because this one starts in the 80s. So like we figure out why Storm's hair is gray. We figure, I mean, like at this point, you know why Professor Xavier is in a wheelchair. Now you know why he's bald. Like so, it takes you through all of their transformations and as you see them in the cartoon or in the comic book. But I don't know where they can go. I mean, the only place they can go from here is the 90s, and I don't know much more they can do.
I don't know. They'll figure something out. Just makes enough money. They'll figure something out.
So a couple things. One, if you want to see it in 3D, I don't think you need to.
No, I don't even know why they do.
Why do they do it? I just, I want something reaching out at me. But at any rate, number two, it is something at the end. Now, if you have to go to the restroom, go ahead and go and come back because it is a long time before it does get.
And if you're not a real comic book head, you really don't need to stay because a lot of people are like, well, what is that about? You know,
Don't
and
stay. I didn't know.
I'm a super nerd, so I knew. But you know, if you want to stay, that's fine. You can just read about it. I mean, they'll tell you. You read any review, they'll tell you about what it is. So
I was mad at him because he knew what it was. And I'm like, what are we staying for? So if you're not a comic book head, don't stay. But I mean,
what is it with these super powerful people that they always need somebody to protect? I mean, really, Apocalypse was that dude, really. So I don't even know why they always need 11 people to protect them.
But so Apocalypse has 4 horsemen. You'll see that in the commercials too. 4 horsemen were very, really good.
Yeah.
Good mutants or whatever. But I don't know. I guess they need a crew. Everybody needs a crew.
That's true too.
He needs a crew.
He needs a crew. That's true. I mean, Professor X got a crew,
He
right?
got a crew.
I really like Magneto though. I really do, even though he's conflicted.
Why do they keep messing with? Why can't just let Magneto live? They
just let
always
him live.
doing something
They
to
always
him.
doing something.
Something's always happening to him. Just let him live. But he's always doing something that you like. How does he do that?
Yeah. And the thing about it is he's one of the most to me understandable villains that I've ever met. Like I understand exactly why he's doing what he's doing, and I sympathize with him, even though he's doing a lot of bad stuff. I can totally sympathize with him because of so much stuff that he's been through.
I really like his character and Xavier and just how they connect as friends, and I just love when he's like shouting at him and he's like, Eric! It just tears me up. I love to see that happen. I love to see the emotion and the drama and the tears. It's always really and Magneto and Mystique because they have this special relationship too. And they can kind of connect on a level. So I mean that part is it touches you, but I will agree. I do understand his life because he definitely has a life. Yeah.
So I guess my thing is, what I haven't. This year, I'll be honest, I've liked a lot of movies I've seen.
Yeah.
There's only been a few I didn't. Maybe even 2 or 3. But have you been blown away by any movie? It's like super blown away by any movie this year?
I was super blown away by Deadpool.
Yeah, you're right. I want you to do a trick question. I'm just trying to.
I was super blown away by what was the first one we went to see together?
The Revenant.
Room, yeah. Room
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah.
It was a solid movie.
It was a solid movie. You're absolutely right. I liked it because it was very original. I guess you did the thing like, okay, the reason I asked the question because I was trying to think like, gosh, I really want to be blown away by a movie, and it's hard because we see so many. You know what I mean? But you're right. You said some good movies that I didn't think about. Yeah. I really like The Revenant too. I
like The Revenant. It's just nasty. But I'm looking forward to Ghostbusters, the women version. And I'm really looking forward to Independence Day. They better do me right because Independence Day is a classic. Like that's one of the first big, huge blockbusters. And I'm very sad Will Smith's not in it, but they better do it right.
For it to have been 20 years.
20.
They had time enough to do it right. So
20 years. How old were you?
Don't even talk about that.
All right, well, check us out at Sibling Filmery, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at Sibling Filmery. We will see you next time. We have a special guest coming next week. We have a special guest, and we're going to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Bye.